Mr. Salafranca now for 2 minutes, Mr. De Rossa.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. There are two commitments which I specifically want to welcome in the Council statement, which I think have the potential for creating a new dynamic. Support for the Palestinian Authority's 2-year programme for ending the Israeli occupation and establishing the Palestinian state, and the Union's readiness, when appropriate, to recognise a Palestinian state. Last week I led an official European parliamentary delegation to the occupied Palestinian territories, where once again I saw with my own eyes the apartheid system being implemented by Israel against Palestinians, along with the dispossession and destruction of their homes, their lands, their water and their places of worship. Within hours of the publication of the Council statement, the permission my delegation had for going to Gaza was rescinded. Now, that is not the act of a friendly state. It is certainly an interference in the democratic rights of this Parliament to have decent and democratic relations with our opposite numbers elected by the Palestinian people. We found widespread despondency and hopelessness amongst the people we met and in the areas we visited in Hebron and in East Jerusalem and in Ramallah. And where there is hopelessness, there will be violence. We can make progress now, or we can let the situation slide into more bitter violence, which will drive moderate Palestinian politicians out of leadership. That is the choice we make. So I would appeal to both the Council and to Baroness Ashton, who I wish well, to reinvigorate the Union's engagement with this process, not just looking towards the Quartet to reinvigorate its engagement with this process, and to put in place a timetable coinciding with the Palestinian Authority's 2-year timetable for the implementation of the principles which we have outlined so bravely, in my view, last week. We must vigorously defend human rights. We must use access to our markets to incentivise Israel. I am not talking about sanctions, I am talking about ensuring that our access to our market is used as an incentive to ensure that Israel acts in relation to its international responsibilities. And we must also, finally, persuade the United States to urgently re-engage on the same basis that we have outlined last week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. De Rossa. Now for 1 minute, Mr. Davis.
President, the EU Heads of Mission report on East Jerusalem makes pretty devastating reading. Let's not beat about the bush. This report makes clear that what is going on in East Jerusalem amounts to a form of ethnic cleansing.